Right, we're now on to step 2, and again still only using parts from bag 1, so hopefully you've watched the previous video. What we're going to do this time is we're going to take our completed steering rack with the bell cranks, and into the bell cranks we're going to insert 4 of the 4x7 by 2.5mm bearings. Now, as I mentioned before, these bearings on the outside, on one side they've got a rubber seal and they've got a metal seal on the other side. Now, to prevent dirt etc. getting into your bearings, it's always a good idea to insert them with the rubber seal facing upwards, and if you do the same on the other side, that way when they've got the top hat in, the rubber seals are the bits facing outwards and you shouldn't get any dirt or grime into the metal part. So do that to both sides. There we go, those are the bearings inserted, and then the next step, we've got these steering hat bushings, those drop in from the top and should nicely drop through the bearings. Just took a little bit of pushing, but once it's through, yeah, there's no resistance there. It feels good. There you go. So once you've got those top hat bushings in, what you're going to do is drop these 18mm cap head M3s in, and then we're going to take this component, which is the front ball stud mount. I'm just looking at the orientation, and essentially there's 2 recesses cut out, and we're just going to use a hex drive. Now, I'm guessing it's the next size up. If I was a professional, I'd have planned that beforehand. So using this hex drive, these particular hex drivers that I'm using, they came as a kit. I purchased them with my own money, so it's not a sponsored item, but these are Fast Tracks items, and I got them from Demon Models at the same time as I purchased the kit. So just like all the other parts, these screws, it's taking no pressure at all to get the threads started. They're just self-starting, and I've just tightened them up just until I feel some resistance, and there's no slop at all on that and no resistance. It feels a really nice free assembly, so those bearings are obviously doing the job. So let's screw this one down into it. There we go. Just keep going until I feel the start of the resistance, and then I just pinch it just less than quarter of a turn. So there we go, we've got the steering rack and bell cranks onto the front ball stud mount, and there's no slop, no play in that, and no friction. It's just really nice. Just feels really good, that assembly. Now what we need to do next, onto the front ball stud mount, we're going to put, there we go, got these 10mm ball studs, and again we've got a hole in the end so you can fit the hex driver through them. There you go. And again we are using the blue anodized 1mm aluminium washers, and there are 2 mounting holes, and it's showing us using the outer ones, and that's what I'm going to do. There we go. probably sound like a broken record saying this, but I really am surprised just by the quality feel of the plastics and the way that the threads start in them. I've built a lot of kits over the years, and this is I think this is some of the nicest parts in terms of inserting threaded bolts into them. There we go. So that is the completed assembly. Now it's just worth pointing out that on this particular build, what I've done for step 2 is I've actually followed it exactly as the instructions show, but there's actually a little table, and what I'll do is I'll take a picture of that, so then when I edit this video it should come up now. There you go, and you can actually see that what we've got there is we've got steering. It's telling you that you can have the bushing in the high position or the low position. It's telling you that you may want to use a different type of bulkhead, whether it's 2.5 degree, 0 degree or -2.5 degree. You've got different caster inserts that you can fit. You've got different length chassis, and you've got different inserts. So that'll be on the screen, but obviously it's also in your instruction manual, and I'm guessing that all of those parts will be on the setup sheet that I'll look at the very end, and I'm sure we'll have some really good setup sheets on Petite RC, no doubt. Right, tune in next time for step 3. Thank you.